Hi guys, today we're going to do some contour drawing. Now contour drawing is drawing with lines that define the edges of an object or a form. So what I'd like you guys to do is take out a pencil. You're also going to need about 3 sheets of drawing paper and a shoe, preferably a shoe that's really interesting to look at. Sneakers work best for this project. What you're going to do is you're going to place your shoe in a position and you're going to look at it either from the side view, like I'm doing right now, even though you guys see it from above because of the way that I'm shooting with the Mimeo. But you can do it from a side view. You can do it from an aerial view, which means that you're looking at it from the top. You can look at it from the back, pointing away from you, or even the front of the shoe pointing towards you. So on each of these 3 pieces of paper, you're going to draw the shoe from a different angle. And I'll show you guys some examples of past year students. So for example, here's one from Caleb Patchen. And he did, it looks like a Nike sneaker. And it looks like he's doing a side view. And he's used line to define all of the edges of the shoe, not just the outline, but also the important details that are there. Here's another side view. And these are really interesting. And they're not traced, by the way. Here's an aerial view. We're looking at it down from the top. I actually think that this is the correct way to view this artwork here. Here's another one. And what your goal is to fill 50% of the page. So you want to fill the whole space of the page with your shoe drawing. Okay, so to get started, what you're going to do, take out a sheet of paper and find a point somewhere, anywhere on the shoe to start. And I would look at the whole shoe and also the whole piece of paper, because you want to make sure that it's going to fit on there. So I know that if I'm looking at my shoe, this is probably where I'm going to start on it. And then I'm going to, with my eye, trace the edges of your contour. I like to start with an outline of the shoe, and then I go back in to add all the other fun details like the laces and any of the designs that are on the shoe. Okay, so let's get started. So start, and this is a regular contour drawing, unlike our blind contour that we did in class. So you should be looking at your object 50% of the time, as well as looking down at your paper 50% of the time too. So your eye should be going back and forth, recording the information that's there. Draw what you see, guys. Don't draw what you think you see. That's the whole point of contour drawing. The other point of contour drawing is using a continuous line. And what that does is it slows your brain down into thinking about the shapes that you see, the edges, the negative space, which is the air, and where that meets the positive space, which is the object. All the way around, down to the bottom of the shoe. And also too, if you make a mistake, it's okay, it's understandable. What I would suggest doing is just keep continuing with your drawing until you get to the end, and then go back in and make your changes as you see them, because I can already see that my shoe is not lining up, and that's okay. That's fine, that's gonna happen. All right, so I'm gonna erase this line, and then maybe I'll go back in and fix this part here. Actually, this actually looks correct to me. I think what I need to do is kind of bump out this edge. Let's see. My shoe is a little bit longer. Don't just settle for what you drew. Like really go in there and try to accurately draw your shoe to the best of your ability. Okay, so now that I have my outline that's done, I'm going to take a look at it, and it looks pretty good. The only thing that I think needs a little bit of an adjustment is this area here. there. Okay. And now that I have my outline, I'm going to go ahead and add some of the details. So for example, I can see the hole where my foot goes into the shoe. And this is kind of a tricky part to draw. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the outside farthest edge of the shoe and then draw it as it comes towards me. Okay. So this really requires you to slow it down. That's about right. And actually my shoelace comes in here, so I'm going to start drawing my shoelace as I see it. Back down. Also, to make those shoelaces thick, they have thickness. They're not just a single line that's there. And you can pick up your pencil too. Don't be afraid to pick up your pencil. And draw the tongue of the shoe. And I'm just going to keep on going until we have the whole shoe drawn. Okay, that's it.